trying to get back and shoot the ball a lot better. That was one of the things he said he worked on and shoot around yesterday, and then he showed a film of defense to get back to that, because they started out the season, Devin, playing really well defensively, and because they had the stigma of only being an offensive team last year. But somehow, some way, the COVID, all the protocols, they have gotten away from it.
They have, but, you know, defense can still win you games even though you're not shooting well. And I think that's the message like Carlos trying to send. Like, if we still guard, even though we're not shooting three well, we still can win the game. And they're going to continue to hammer that home. You know, shots are going to come and go as the season goes along. Max is coming back. That's going to help the three-point shooting. But his legs, we don't know where those are going to be, you know, coming into after the COVID situation. But keep hammering home defense and just, you know, the effort that they put in tonight. I think more times than not, they'll come out on the higher end.
Yeah.
More post-game reaction continues with Luka from the locker room.
Luka, how would you rate the effort overall tonight on both ends of the floor, despite the loss, compared to the last 4 games?
Way better. You know, I think everybody was a little tired. We came in like 4 a.m. yesterday. I think the effort was great today. And I think we just had a little bad luck, you know. We had like 5-6 open shots at the end that didn't fall. We got to work on that, but I'm really proud how we react with our effort.
McMahon?
Luka, you guys are ranked at the bottom of the league in three-point shooting. You know, other than make shots, what can you guys do to try to fix that issue?
I mean, just work on shooting, you know. On off days before the game.
Inside Mavs Live, brought to you by Frontier Communications. Sarah Merrifield alongside Cedric Ceballos and Devin Harris. And guys, the opportunity was there for the Mavs to take this one, but not enough down the stretch, Ced.
Well, they took care of one thing, and that's the effort. You saw it there. It was a game that they probably could have won, and the opportunities came. Shots weren't made. They didn't get to the free throw line a lot, but this was a team effort. Everybody heard Luka's words, came out and really played hard, Devin.
You know, effort definitely was there. They can check that box.
Yeah.
Execution, what we talked about at halftime. You know, fourth quarter, shots didn't really go. I don't think they took the right shots, but, you know, look at Chris Paul. He got him into stuff.
Wow.
He got him great shots. And we talk about the ultimate game manager.
Yes.
And really, you know, took over that fourth quarter, 16 points, difference in the game.
Yep.
And continuing with the difference in the game, when it came down to clutch time, Chris Paul, known for those clutch time moments tonight, 9 clutch time points, scored his 6th double-double of the season. Devin, was he the difference in this game?
I mean, he was. I mean, you know, Mavs came out really aggressive in that third quarter, took the lead. Chris Paul really stepped up in that fourth quarter and got really aggressive. Like I said, 16 points, 9 clutch points, a ton of assists, but right shots at the right time. And not only for himself, but for other people as well.
It's one of the things I said in the pre-show. This guy is just unbelievable when the game's on the line, fourth quarter, overtime. You give him the basketball and let him go to work. He got the right shots and put people in the right position. He had a sense of calm. That's the biggest thing about Chris Paul. He didn't get nervous, didn't get rattled. And on this one, a little lob going to my man, Willie Cauley-Stein. Watch Luka like, ooh, I need a napkin. I need a napkin. You see him complaining, referee, he needed to. You saw that, Devin. Don't act like this. And you got to try the spicy chicken sandwich, too. It's really.
I'm more of a honey chicken biscuit.
Said I'm with you on the
Now I'm
spicy
hungry
chicken.
right now. Everybody else hungry. Now we don't watch. We watch the show, then go. Then we'll.
Patty Melt, here I come.
Well, Willie Cauley-Stein definitely stepping up big tonight, filling in for KP. Said you have thoughts on his performance tonight, on both sides of the court.
Well, it was a tough task, like we talked about before. You know, guarding this big individual that's in the center for the Phoenix Suns is real difficult. But I thought he did a great job of being aware of exactly where he was. He got some key blocks, boxed out a lot. He needed some help by committee with this guy because he really had a good game. But offensively wise, put himself in the right position at the right time. Luka always delivers when it comes to Willie Cauley-Stein, the right passes.
I loved his energy from the start. He was all over the place defensively. He did a great job guarding the pick and roll, standing between guys, getting block shots, running the floor, you know, rolling hard, passing, rebounding. I thought he did it all tonight, and you know, that's the kind of effort that we need to be successful moving forward. And you know, filling in for KP, you know, whether he's starting to come off the bench, just keep that same energy.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he scored not only with getting passes from everybody, but he was aggressive. He was actually looking for it. Most of the time, he really rotates that ball around, especially in these four games that have lost. But this is an opportunity to get more points when Porzingis is down. I mean, that's a lot of points you're missing when he's out. But if he continues to play that way, and then we get Maxey back, then you have a real dynamic front court.
Well, it's time now to hear some thoughts from head coach Rick Carlisle on tonight's loss.
What a disappointing game. You know, we were fighting from the beginning and got behind and were able to get a lead, and then it was tied at halftime, and then the third we built a 15-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the third. We had some loose possessions, we had some poor defensive possessions, and they got the momentum back. And you know, it's just a really disappointing one because of how hard our guys fought. And but Phoenix hung in and they made plays, and they you know, they were able to do what they had to do to get the momentum back and win. And so we just simply got to do better. But you know, I loved our attitude headed into the game, and just really disappointed for the team.
Tim McMahon.
Rick, how concerned are you right now about the psyche of your team?
I'm not. We're getting guys back. We're at the height of the difficulty of our schedule. It's important we just stay in the fight, keep playing like we did tonight, and you know, we just got to fight through and stem the tide. That's what we got to do, and it's a very difficult time, but we're going to stay in it, and we're going to keep fighting through.
Tim Kalishaw. Kalishaw, you can go ahead and unmute. Okay, Ian.
Yeah, Coach. You guys got outscored by 11 in the fourth, and a big part of that was Chris Paul. What makes it so difficult to slow him down the stretch?
Look, he's a great player. He's a first ballot Hall of Fame player. You know, he's in great shape. He knows how to win. He was the #1 fourth quarter player in the league last year. And we had some pretty good possessions against him, but he had too many where he got the better of us. And so we'll have to look at it and see if there's some things we can adjust or that we need to adjust.
Okay, Tim, do you want to go again next?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to reduce the whole game to 3-point shooting, but as long as your team is around the bottom of the league or at the bottom of the league and you're 31% tonight, is this going to be the result?
Not necessarily, no. And our shooting is going to improve. You know, our #1 3-point shooter went out 3 weeks ago with COVID, and he's coming back on Monday. And look, it's going to take him, Maxie, a while to, you know, get his game legs back. But no, look, we've just got to stay together and fight through this difficult stretch. I mean, the guys coming back from COVID, I mean, you know, trying to get their legs in Utah and then on the second night of a back-to-back is real challenging. And you know, we've had plenty of good shooting games. And so, look, the film that I showed the guys before the game tonight when we met early was all about defense, and it was all about, you know, how we need to compete defensively to help our offense flow better. And so, look, we made some of those adjustments. We've got to sustain the defensive effort that was good through the majority of the game. You know, at the end we had foul and stuff, so the score obviously got a lot higher. And look, we'll keep working on 3-point shooting. I mean, there's no question about that. We'll continue to do that. We spent a lot of time in shoot around yesterday working on it. We'll do the same on Monday.
Okay, Daniel.
Yes, Coach. Do you have plan to maintain Colin staying in the starting position at 5, even with Porzingis?
He asked if you plan to maintain Willie in the 5 in place of Porzingis.
Oh, yeah, listen, I'm not going to talk about what we're going to do with the lineup. I do like the way Willie played tonight. And Willie Pally, they battled all night long. Willie made a great play at the end of the first half to get the tip in, to get the score tied. Look, these guys are ready, and we got some options. We got a lot of different options with this roster, which I like.
Well, you heard it there from Rick Carlisle. Maxi's going to be back on Monday, which is a great sign for the Mavs, but said, what else did you unpack from what he had to say about tonight's game?
Well, the optimism of, one, the shooting, trying